My dear friends, when we have things, when we are powerful, we hardly think about the real source from where we are getting that power and strength. We hardly forget it. So that's why youth, they are so powerful, they are energetic, they have their own strength at the peak. So they hardly remember God. But then awareness in all times, awareness in all the seasons, awareness in your age, whatever it is of paramount importance. You have to be aware of one thing, that be mindful of your Creator when you are young. So if you are, when you are young, if you are mindful of God, your Creator, you are in the right track. As the youth, the writer says, rejoice, young man, in your youth, and direct well your heart when you are young. Follow your desires and achieve your ambitions, but recall that God will take account of all you do. So if you are mindful of all what you do, you will be in the right track. But then if you are not aware of what's happening in your life, if you are not aware of the giver than the gift, if you know that He is my God who provides and directs and protects, you'll be in the right track. Otherwise, your mind will run all over without a focus. You depend on your own energy, your strength. Not only youth, not only your age, in all the other circumstances, on all the other areas where you are stronger. When you are strong, you hardly think about depending on God. So if you want to depend on Him, just be aware that He is the source of everything. He's the lawgiver. He's the giver of strength and love. Everything. So you, in your youth, remember. That's how Jesus beautifully says. And all who saw it was astonished at God's wonderful work. But while all were amazed at everything Jesus did, He said to His disciples, listen and remember what I tell you now. The Son of Man will be betrayed into the hands of men. But the disciple, my dear friends, it clearly says, at the peak of appreciation, peak of acceptance, Jesus is aware of the other side of the coin. The rejection, the bitter part of it. We hardly forget, we hardly remember that. But then Jesus is aware of it. And He was just saying, so remember that I have to suffer. The word says, but the disciples did not understand this saying. Something prevented them from grasping what He meant. And they were afraid to ask Him about it. Something prevented them. The disciples didn't understand. They were so glamorous about the miracles. They were so lost in the miracles, the glory. They hardly understand the suffering part. My dear friends, same thing happened to our lives. We focus on the glory, the glamour, the acceptance. We hardly remember the exact true journey with the cross. That's where the Lord is asking. And something hid them from them. They will never experience it. Because something prevented them from grasping. Some block. They couldn't understand the suffering part. But Jesus as the youth, Jesus Himself is a youth. And in that youth, energy, climax, He was just focusing Himself on Abba, Dada. That's exactly what should happen to your life. That Abba looked after Jesus. Abba nourished Jesus. Abba protected Jesus, fed Jesus. And that Abba was the focus. So that kind of awareness will give you the right, show you the right path. All the time remember that at a point you will be appreciated, the other point you will be rejected. So this is the kind of way of life that we have to live. So it's important, it's very much important that you remember Him, that you keep your focus right. When you have, and even when you don't have. When you prosperous, and when you fail. When you're victorious, when you are a failure. Just remember, God should be the base of everything. Think about it and look at the vanity of the world. You are ebbing away. This strength that you have now, it will fade away. So His love will be the same, always. So rely on Him, be connected, stay connected always to Him. And remember that this will pass. Only He will remain the same. Even in your youth, remember this. When you are youthful and energetic, you don't have to wait until you break, until you grow old, until you can't do things. Even now you will be aware and live a complete life with joyful dependence, with that acceptance. Live a complete life in His presence. Think about it and have a nice day. May God bless you.